and bright blessings, everybody. I'm Lady Leeanna with another edition of Wicca for today. Today I want to talk to you about extracted oils and herbs to a light degree. Herbs and oils kind of go hand in hand in the way that their uses are the same. But today we're going to talk about it as their oils because I have visual effect of oils and I love my oils. But oils, extracted oils, they're good within essentials to do with bathing. Also to do with anointing of different things within spell works or talismans, anointing candles, or dabbing a little behind your ears before you go into a meeting. But the type of oil it is has a lot to do with the type of influence that it generates when you're using it. And we're going to talk about some of those today. Actually, quite a few. I have my kit here, which is a nice little trunk stained by my sweetheart for me that acts as my oil box, and all my goodies are resting inside. But today we're going to start with amber oil, and it's for the use of pure or true love. Can be used between man and woman's pure or true love of each other, one to draw the other and so forth. But I like to use it in matters to do with children to their parents or parents to their children, or whenever you're doing a spell work surrounding an entire family, you know, anything to do with the bonding of that family and so forth. But amber is about pure and true love, generally of, you know, a family-oriented sort of love. Excuse the loud sirens and everything. I'm right here by the freeway, and so you'll have to forgive that. Okay, but amber is about pure and true love, generally from parents to their children and vice versa, or siblings to each other as they're youthful and so forth. You know, that kind of love. Bayberry. Now, that's about prosperity, money, and home, peaceful, loving times, you know, holidays and so forth, to generate giving, and also can represent freedom or be used in spells to do with that, blessings and whatnot. Let's see, and Egyptian musk, sexual love, generally used by women to generate love of a man, or femme types to each other, and so forth. Relationships, or just sexual love. So betterment within sexual relations of a couple that already are together, or using it to draw sexual love from one you want to be with, using sex, or to make, I guess, to get a one-night stand if that's what you're after, you know. But Egyptian musk is more sexual love used by femme types to masculine types. Let's see, prosperity. Prosperity is just what it is looking like. That's prosperity money-wise of a business, of, you know, say, your agreement between people in a business matter, to get a job that you want, to keep a job that you have, or to create a business that doesn't exist yet. And now we have spirit. Spirit is an evocation of spirits, an invocation of the god and goddess, invocation of the good spirits around you. It's also a good astraling oil. Can be used to astral project, meaning your spirit to leave your body and go and travel within the spirit. Let's see. Be careful of the spirit oil. It does draw a lot of ghosts. Okay. For those of you who are ghost chasers, you might want to use it. For those of you who are just wanting a typical everyday life, you might not want to use it. Hygiene oil. Hygiene oil is typically an oil that will help you to conquest in getting whatever it is that you seek, or making what happens whatever you wish to. It is an oil to conquer over any situation or to victorize. Pine needle oil is for prosperity, money, growth within yourself, warding off evil and negative, and for a more brighter, positive faith within yourself and whatever it is that you're doing. Kind of like Hygiene the Conqueror on that one. But apple blossom. Apple blossom is fertility. Can be used for drawing money, but is more used for getting pregnant or being fruitful within your life in that which you need to do for yourself. Balance and focus. Apple blossom. Sage, good old sage oil, is used for warding off evil and negative from others or evil spirits, demons and so forth. It is for cleansing and purification of yourself, or your own energy if you're feeling negative is used to help get rid of it. Sage, very good. Cedarwood, I was just thinking of cedarwood while talking about sage. It is for the same thing. Also used to ward off ticks and fleas. Cedarwood generally promotes a good positive outlook on yourself and others upon you. It wards off negative and evil, gets rid of the ghost. Cedarwood. Lotus blossom, a drawer of money, but more is about drawing of luck. Lotus blossom, a very good oil for new beginnings. Healing. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's for healing of the physical body in illnesses. Can be used for healing the mind of mental health. It could be used for healing of relationships likewise between people. Let's see. Then we have honeysuckle. One of my favorite oils, and damn, I can't help but smell this whenever I pass it. It's always been one of my favorite azure green oils. Honeysuckle is a drawer of money, but also in attracting your animal spirit. But honeysuckle, it also promotes peace and tranquility, and is positive in sewing up differences between friendships. Black opium. Black opium is an influence oil, generally sexually speaking. It's to help attract that one that you so desire to yourself, used by either male or female. But it's very intoxicating in its scent. Black opium. Also, I suggest you use this oil when you're trying to cloak or hide yourself while doing magics, where you don't want other people to know. Okay? Privacy within the magical realm. Use that and nobody will know that you've done any magic whatsoever. Rose petal. Rose petal is, guess what? Okay? Anybody know? Rose petal is for love, generally of the pure type between woman and man, or man and woman, or woman and woman, or man and man. Anyway, it is used for love. And that is either sexual, when used with the red colors of candles or whatever, or pure or true when used with white or pink for the mate that you want to attract, or better things with if you're having difficulties. Rose petal is for love, but also it can help you to relax, calm you. It's got a really nice smell, very soft, not overly perfuming, and so for peace and tranquility, drawing in the love you want, or to help solve relationship issues. Rose petal. Patchouli. Every witch loves this one. Okay? Everyone within paganism loves this oil. Patchouli is a protector and a promoter of power and energy, vigor. Also, sexual potency. Okay? For anybody that might have trouble focusing while going to have sex and may have a little bit of trouble, you can anoint yourself with a little bit of this and it'll make things happen for you. Use it with a little yohimbe herbal tea. Okay, and you'll get shit going, that's for sure. Alright, patchouli, you would use it with any of the other oils to help empower them. You may use it to ward off bad spirits. You may use it to break hexes and whatever else you want to do. But patchouli is a power oil. I also use it on my guide candles a lot of the time to help draw them in, or to encourage the higher power to help me to get what I want for the client or the friend that I'm doing works for. So patchouli, you can't be without it, that's for sure. Protection. Protection is exactly what you think it is. Oh, and if you're thinking that it's going to help prevent your girlfriend from getting pregnant, you're wrong. It's not that kind of protection. Okay? Protection is to ward off bad spirits, evil spirits, dark or negative magics, to break hexes and castings. Protection. And to shield you from them if they're not already on you. Okay? But it doesn't solve the baby issue, okay? Alright, dragon's blood. Dragon's blood is used basically by males to attract the female that they want. And it is basically for sexual love and intimate times. Get that mate that you really want sexually, or just sexual situations to happen. Dragon's blood is also known to be a potent protection from spirits, and it's an empowerment oil to help get what you want, though I don't feel it's as strong and powerful as patchouli. I do love it really good though. It's really a really nice smelling oil. Sandalwood. Balance and focus. Mainly for things to do with the deep subconscious. And to relax, to help to focus, to get where you need to be. It'll help you in astral projection or travel. And it will help you in endeavors of ESP, telekinesis, and things of that nature. And by the way, I know I sound a little bit like a sales agent, but I am not. I am here for you guys, alright? Anyway, I've covered protection, so no need for that. I've got 2 bottles of that. Can't get enough protection, right? And that means in the sexual sense, to prevent from children, or in the spiritual world to stop the spirits. Anyway, a little goofy on my part, but I'm feeling pretty good. Return to me, a little bitty bottle, 2-dram bottle. I usually get the 1-ounce bottles because I use oil in abundance. But the Anariva oils, and there's a little light advertisement for Anariva. They sell them only in the 2-dram bottle to my knowledge. And some of their oils are really good, but there's a few of them that I feel are a little cough syrupy smelling. Never would take them, but Return to Me is about bringing back a lost love. I always spin that around a little bit too, to return a witch's magic back to her if she pisses me off. Okay? So I can reverse the role on this one, and I can use it for love or to return to somebody the shit that they put out there in the universe. And it works really good for it. Because one's magic knows their self. They know the witch that casted it. It's their maker. So there's an idea for you. Okay, not a very strong oil here. But very nice. Ooh. Influence. The same as black opium. Basically, it's a do as I say oil. It's a, I'm going to influence you to give me a paycheck, a better paycheck. Or I'm going to influence you to do a favor for me. Or I'm going to influence you to fall at my feet and worship my goat-smelling ass. You know, influence. Basically, I use it in love spells on a generic level. And again, I emphasize that you should not try to influence a specific individual toward love. But you should more put things out in the universe on a generic level to call like the person that would be right for you, because that would be smarter anyway. You might want old Tom, Dick, or Harry, or Mary out there, but it doesn't mean that that is the best person for you. Now, if you do a spell work that calls for the right one for you, I mean, you really can't go so wrong. You might have to stand back a little bit and find out that that's actually the one that was intended, but you got to be careful with the way you do things, because it does come back, and you don't want to sit there and wonder for the rest of your life if old Joe Bob that you've been married to for 26 years really loves you for you, or if it was the magic you put out in the universe to get his ass. You know, you want it to be right. I mean, I would. Now, I did a spell work to draw the mate that I have now, and we're going on 5 years. And it was the best thing I ever did. But I did not target Austin for Austin. I put out in the universe that I wanted the one with these particular traits, but not too much of them. Just the right balance of these particular traits, and who would be right for me. And I want them to meet me where I wanted them to meet me. I could put that I wanted them to meet me at my own door because I own my own business and I live in my business. So I was able to conduct a spell work saying I wanted them to come here to my place, my abode, where I teach magic and I do works for people and read tarot cards. And a friend of mine brought a friend of his, and then he stayed here ever since. You know, but because I said I wanted the one that was right for me, the one who would have the traits that I love in a person, he did. He does. And I got what I wanted. Now, whether I always respect that or not is on me for that matter. And I really do screw up a lot, people. And I always regret that. But my person that was gifted to me by the higher power due to my spell works on a generic level is the man of my dreams. He's a beautiful person, and I want you to find that in yourself. One day I'll put that spell work on the YouTube for you to use, and I'm telling you, it's a damn good one. Okay, anyway, let's see, let's talk about lilac. Lilac is a peaceful energied oil or herb that you would burn or anoint just for peace and tranquility. Can be also used for drawing pure true love likewise, or in use as like sandalwood for balance and focus, you know, for educational purposes. Let's see. And sandalwood and lilac are very good for those things. Now, lilac, mind you, is a little sweeter than sandalwood, but it's not really sweet perfumey. And on any of your oils, people, I really implore you to stay away from the sweets, unless it's a very mild and light scent, because it's very distracting and it's hard to focus with that. And one thing that we do have to do while conducting our magics is focus. And I grant you that. Let's see, lavender I always attribute to being like lilac. It's for peace and tranquility. It's a sedative when burned in the air. Or you can use lavender in teas actually, and it'll help calm you and put you to sleep. But to me, it's a little too perfumey for the teas, so I used it in aromatherapy, and it works just great for me. Kids really love lavender. If you've got a child that has nightmares and has trouble sleeping, use lavender in an oil burner, or anoint a good cloth with a good deal of it, put it in a baggie, and poke holes in the bag in a few places, you know, and that will act as an air freshener for several days. Okay? Spiced pomegranate. A very warm scent. Generally, you would think that it would be more holidaic, Christmas and all of that, and it does have that scent, but it is used for drawing love, the person of your dreams. It is used for getting pregnant, so be careful. Those two things could clash really good. And it's used for fertility of mind, like if you're studying in school and so forth. So spiced pomegranate for that. Regular pomegranate would be just for fertility, okay? Or fertility and education likewise. But be careful when you're mixing these oils or deciding what you want to use. Amber Vanilla is a cross Walmart brand, and it's for peace, tranquility, and love of your house or family. Okay? Cinnamon mint. Cinnamon and mint are both known to be good cleansers. So when you have cinnamon and mint together in one bottle, that's going to be one hell of a cleanser right here. Keeps spirits away. It gets rid of negative energies and influences. And you can't go wrong with that. I use cinnamon mint from Walmart all the time. And all of these oils that I'm naming for you now are from there. Let's see. Japanese cherry blossom. A promoter of the finest love and romance. Also could be used for peace and tranquility. Victory and growing gardens. Okay, Japanese cherry blossom. Let's see. That is all the oils I have for you today. There are definitely others that you can get. Butterscotch, that is to promote the peace and tranquility, as well as a warm family atmosphere, and it promotes giving. Frankincense promotes giving. Myrrh, it promotes more of a balance within oneself and a balance between people. So myrrh is about balance. Also a very powerful oil in getting what you want. So is the herb, by the way, or the resin. Let's see, what else can I touch on for you? Jasmine, for new beginnings, fresh starts, blossoming love, something that's new. Attracting a soulmate. Let's see. Now, let's see. Past lives. Let me think a minute on that. Okay, past lives. Past lives would generally be promoted. Cherry, jasmine, and apple, but mixed with, let's see, apple mixed with strawberry. Those would promote past lives, past life regression. But generally, spirit, the oil that I showed you, one of the ones in the beginning, would be good for that. Or any of your astraling oils would promote past life regression. So there are some ideas for you on that. Meditation, they make an oil for that. You could also use spirit oil for meditation. And any of your softer scents, sandalwood would be good for that. Let's see, sleeping good at night, I've already told you lavender. It don't only work for kids, but also adults. Also, for drawing love, hibiscus flower. Okay? Now, carnation would be for fresh starts. And that's about all I can think of right now to give you. But if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the discussion boards below for the other people that would be watching or participating on the page. And thank you very much. Bright blessings and merry part. I'm glad to be at one with you today. I know it's been a while since I put out a video. I've been very caught up in everything else. A very busy lady indeed. But I do end up making time for you wherever possible. Please rate, comment, and subscribe to me to help the channel along. Okay? And you take care of yourself. Merry